Hi everyone. So today we are going to start with our lesson number 7 of business communication, which is concept of e-correspondence. Okay, all this while we are talking everything about business communication and hence how to communicate the various means, ways we saw it with the help of business correspondence. Now, and in the era of everything getting digitalized, okay, we have e-correspondence taken over. Okay, so everything which was there we studied in business correspondence chapter, all that today we are using the means of internet, and we are doing it with the help of internet over the digital platform. Okay, so we need to know a little bit about that. So let's begin with, okay, now the introduction. What is the introduction? What are they talking about? Since we're talking e-correspondence, obviously, so we are talking about the electronic mode of correspondence. So today, okay, this 21st century, since it is a globalized world, uses and needs for 24 hours availability system of internet has been unprecedented. Okay, we have internet used all the while. Okay, only then we are even able to take this particular session, correct? So with the use of internet, every time 24 hours it is available. Certain students are there who study in the night time, so everything is available because of the help of internet. Okay, wi-fi connection and you are done. So we have professionals, non-professionals, experts or students. We are all turning increasingly to the internet in our daily lives. Very true, right? All our questions, okay, will answers to look up to are there in our browser, www dot world wide web. Okay, world wide web. So all the knowledge, you go open Google Chrome and everything is available. Okay, so world wide web. What is world wide web? Important. Okay, it is important from your MCQ point of view. World wide web is a system of interlinked hypertext documents. Okay, interlinked hypertext documents. They can be accessed only via the internet. Okay, with a web browser. It is known as a web browser. www, what we say, is known as a web browser. One can view all the web pages which will contain certain text, images, videos, and other multimedia, navigate among them via hyperlinks. Okay, so this is what you all need to know, that what is a web browser, world wide web. Okay, so it is a system of interlinked hypertext documents. It can be accessed only with the help of internet. All right, so again they have explained us. So a web, okay, www or simply a web, it is a way to access some information. If I want some information, I can access them through or over the medium of internet. So if I have internet, I can use the web browser and access information in form of text, images, videos, okay, clips, etc., everything. Okay, it is an information sharing model that is built on the top of internet. So what does the web use? Web uses HTTP protocol. Okay, HTTP protocol, one of the languages. It is the languages spoken over the internet to transmit the data. So web services which use HTTP to allow applications to communicate in order to exchange any kind of business logic use the web to share information. WhatsApp is a data exchange platform or a browser. Okay, with the help of internet, we are able to exchange all the type of information. The web also uses browsers such as Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, we have Firefox, etc. Okay, and they're linked via hyperlinks. Web documents also contain certain graphics, sounds, text, videos, etc. So it is a way of accessing information again which can be disseminated over the internet. Simple. This is what you will have to remember from the first important paragraphs. Okay, they are important from the MCQ point of view. Now coming to what is a browser. We did what is a web. Now what is a browser? So browser will be a software. Okay, it will be a software application that will help you find those information. Okay, so browser is like say Google Chrome is a browser, Firefox is a browser, Opera is a browser, Internet Explorer is a browser. Okay, so web is there. Okay, there is a web and then there is a browser. So browser is a software which is enabling us to retrieve the information on the web. Okay, it also allows you to traverse that information resource on the web. The information on the web, whichever information we get, is organized and formatted using the tags of markup language called HTML hypertext markup language. It is known as HTML. It is the language used for transmitting of the information. Okay, so HTML tags and their contents into formatted display information. So the browser basically converts it and it helps us to see it in the form of either text or an image or a video. It is the language. Thus, a web browser allows you to reach the web contents from those websites. Some of the web popular browsers we all know are these: Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, we have Safari, Opera, etc. Now, whenever we have a browser, okay, some of the interaction buttons which are there on the browser, there will be a back button, there will be a forward button, there will be a tab, there will be an address bar, there will be a recent history also in the browser. Okay, refresh button, stop button, home button, and search button. So basically, say suppose, okay, 1 minute. Say suppose I am using this. Okay, I am using Microsoft Edge. It is a browser. All right. So this is the address bar here. See where my cursor is. The address bar, right? If I want to search something, ICSI, okay, module CSEET, July 2023. Enter. It will help me. It will take me to a new page. I can click on the back button. I hope you all can see. Sorry. 1 minute. Okay. Then we have a back button here. I want to show you all this. So let's see if I can see it in this. Okay. No, not yet. Okay, fine. No problem. We all know all this, but I'm just trying to show you all that there is a refreshing button. There is something which you can search. There are certain images which you can download. Okay, so all this can be accessed with the help of the browser. Okay, so now coming back to my topic, right? Coming back to my topic, so all these buttons we all know, and I'm sure you all are more well versed with all this because you all are all digital children. Okay, you all know how to access things over the net and everything. Now, so we did web, we did browser. Now, what is internet? Okay, if there is no internet, all this is not going to work. Okay, so important. What is internet? Okay, internet is the network of networks and it is used for many applications. It is only with the help of internet that it will allow you to share resources and applications with ease. Internet can carry any digital signatures such as text, graphics, sound, video, animation. Today, internet has thousands of networks and millions of users using many services. Okay, so we have network of networks, which is known as a networking infrastructure. Internet is nothing but known as a networking infrastructure. It connects millions of computers together. Okay, globally, it forms a network. You can communicate from one computer to another. I'll send you email from my computer, you will receive it on your computer. Okay, so the terms which are there, like uh, internet and world wide web, are often used in everyday speech without much distinction. Okay, so when you say web, you say internet, all everything we use it in our day to day life. Okay, urls are the address bars. Okay, the browsers, everything they are running all on the internet, so very important. Okay, so generally whenever we will see a web, it will normally begin by typing the url http slash, then whatever is the address of the website address, you will start typing that and you will be able to go to that particular page. Okay, so say we are going to Jahangir tutorials. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. Now, what is e-correspondence? Hence, we now know about web, we know about browser, we know about internet. So, what is e-correspondence? Anything which corresponding through electronic mode. Any correspondence through electronic mode will be known as e-correspondence. So, email. Best example is our emails. Okay, we receive email, we send email to institute, we get emails. Okay, everything online. Okay, we receive circulars. Okay, I receive so many emails from institute about all the e-bulletins, etc., etc. Okay, so it is an electronic method of providing you information over your email address. Okay, so what is the email address? Here it is given. Okay, so every organization we have, if we want to write email to even our institute ICSI, okay, so you can write it at ICSI dot, edu dot in info, any information at the rate. Okay, so they have their own personalized website. We have Gmail, the most commonly used. Okay, so all this is happening over the email. So email or electronic mail, it is, as it is commonly called, the process of sending or receiving a computer file or a message by a computer modem over telephone wires to a pre-selected mailbox or address of another computer email. Of course, from first only I know whom I want to send the email to. Okay, I want to send an email to John at the rate gmail.com. Okay, I want to send that. So I already know it at the rate of gmail.com. So I, as a sender, I'm going to send an email to this particular address, which is going to be received by the receiver from one computer to another. Okay, simple correspondence also can be done to business presentations, engineering blueprints, book chapters. You get all these the Kindle books, etc., detailed contracts, everything over the email. Okay, so the email is now become the central component. Okay, it is a central component of business communication, one of the important MCQ. It is the most easy, but students miss it. Okay, email stands as the central component. Students, select internet and browser, all that. Email stands as central component of business communication, both within the business and between the businesses, from one business to another, or other stakeholders across the business organization, because it is these kind of speed availability 24-hour service is there. Okay, so it is very very important today globally across the world. Okay, to stay in this competitive market, we are there, serving our customers, or doing everything over the time. Okay, like 24 hours of services, all this is possible only because of internet. Okay, in terms of sheer volume, more than 536 billion pieces of email were delivered in United States in 1999, according to the eMarketer internet research firm. Moreover, the eMarketer estimates in 2000 the number of active email users in America reached 111 million. Okay, these are certain important historical data which they have given. They might ask you over, the MCQs which they are going to come, which is going to come, in your exam. So this is important. Okay, now 50 years ago, okay, if someone would had possible to instantly deliver the documents to the recipient sitting halfway across the globe, he would have been laughing. Okay, but now today email has made all this very easy. Entire set of documents over the email can be reached. Okay, so it is, email has made your life easy, and it has also made it competitive at the same time. Okay, now history of emails, from where this email system started. Okay, it is important. So basically in the year 1965, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, they were the first one to demonstrate the use of email system known as mailbox initially. Mailbox. Okay. The history of email address can be attributed to Tomlinson. He then used this @ symbol to provide the addressing standard in form of the user, whoever is the user, say Fatema is the user, and the host, okay, is Gmail. Gmail is known as the host. Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo was there once upon a time. This is why Tomlinson is called the father of email and is credited with his invention. Okay, this paragraph is important. Okay, in 1974, email in its improved form was being used by the US military. In the year 1974, US military were using email. By 1975, efforts to organize the email bore fruit. A general operating area known as email account was created for the users who wanted to avail this email services. Okay, so it started using in 74, US military was using it. Then comes the year 1976, was a watershed year in the history of email marketing. Email services were being offered in the commercial packages. Per minute charges were applicable to those using these services. So it is there since years. Okay. In India, it started taking more importance, I will say, after 1990. Okay, instead even much later after that. Okay, so this led to requirements of offline reading, which meant that the users can download their emails onto their personal computers. They can read it anytime, any day, whenever they want, repeatedly. Okay, so even with these type of classes which we are taking over the internet, you have videos, you all can keep watching n number of times. Okay, requirement for protocols was felt almost immediately, and in 1972, file transfer protocol, FTP, was put in use to send the email messages, to send certain information. Okay, FTP was used. The main drawback here was that FTP created a separate mail for every recipient and then dispatched it, which resulted in loss of precious memory space. Okay, so if I want to send email to 50 people at the same point of time, one person at each time, it used to take up a lot of memory. This prompted the creation of more sufficient SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, in the year 1980, which became a standard protocol to be used in sending email messages. So everything is now there on the cloud. Okay, but the initial version of STMP also failed to control the case of forgery and provided a native protocol in verification and authenticity of the users. So even if when SMTP was there, there were a lot of frauds which were happening. It's not that online fraud is not happening today. It is happening still. Then POP, Post Office Protocol, is the standard for receiving emails now. Okay, then this protocol, it kept on changing, no, from one FTP, then SMTP, then we have POP. So it is like you can remember like this: FTP, then from there we had SMTP, from there we had POP. Okay, so Post Office Protocol was also then used. This protocol is used by email clients to retrieve messages from the email server using a connection. But the drawback that it does not support offline retrieval of messages. Okay, so now today, if you have ever noticed, okay, say in your Gmail account, okay, you do not have internet access, you will be able to still see those emails, those contents which you have already downloaded and kept it. Your previous emails, you will still be able to see it. This was not there earlier. If you didn't have a connection, you will not be able to see it. Offline, you can't see anything. Now today you download a particular video, you will be able to see it. No, download anything from email, that particular text, you will be able to see it later, offline. But that was not there at that time. Okay. This demerit has now been overcome by more capable IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol. This is how one comes to know about the offline messages, that is, messages received when the receiver is not signed in. Okay, by the early 1990s, free and user-friendly email providers had taken in the industry by storm. Players like Yahoo, Hotmail, they were competing in the market. Okay, these were the hosts. Okay, it was a decade that saw .com. Okay, to the extent that everyone wanted an email account. Okay, then we had Rediff, we had Gmail. Okay, so there is a lot of things about email, and there's a lot of things about history of the email. So from POP, we then finally have IMAP. Okay, so you all can remember it in this hierarchy, right? Now, features of email. Of course, if you all must be knowing what are the, if you all have sent an email, it is, of course, it is an electronic mode of transmission of the message. It uses hypertext markup language. Okay, it is very cost effective. Packages are there. You have Outlook, you have Messengers, which is available. Outlook is generally used by the corporates. Okay, interface. There is an interface, email program and word processing program are there. Cut, copy, paste from one place to another. Attachments can be done. Okay, I can attach different documents in my email. Spam. I feel that this particular mail is a spam. I can put it in the spam. Signature can be there. Okay, search option is there in my email. Cloud storage, everything is stored on the cloud. We have now Google Drives also. Changes at the workplace. Okay, this trends of online work has brought about a change. People from work from home, they are doing everything is happening at their flexible time. So what are the features of an email account? It has an inbox. We have compose mail. Okay, we have inbox. Then we have sent folder. We will also have a draft folder, anything which we have kept it as a draft. We can have templates made. Okay, spam folder, trash, the ones which we delete, compose mail, contacts. Okay, all the contacts can be saved also. All different email IDs can be saved. Okay, then we have a to field. Okay, as a ethics of sending email ever, always remember that you should fill the to field at the last, at the end. Why? Because sometimes it may happen that while you are drafting that email and you have already put the address of the recipient, okay, send address to field, by mistake if you click enter and it goes and you are still in and in not completed what you were drafting or emailing them. So first try to finish your entire email, check it once. Okay, this is a work ethic. Okay, and then put your to field. Okay, in to field you have also a carbon copy and a blind carbon copy. Okay, so if I want to send an email to the head of the department, I will first put that person's email address in the to field in CC to their executives who are working. Okay, and I want to put a blind carbon copy to someone. I don't want these people to know that I have also put this email to this person. I will put a blind carbon copy, BCC. Okay, then you can have group contacts. You have subject line, text area, send button, group contacts. Everything is there in the email. Electronic mail system now. Okay, so what is electronic mail system? Today, companies are able to customize their email services to meet their own unique communication needs. Now they have all templates ready. Okay, email templates ready. Feedback related, you go to a restaurant, they will have the templates ready. They will send you an email. Okay, kindly provide your feedback. Email management tools in the market can help the entrepreneurs and managers address a wide variety of issues, okay, which are related to their clients, customers, it's anybody. Okay, so it is there, it has connected the entire world. So optimizing personal email use. Okay, now, experts in the field of business and electronic communication agree that the managers and small business owners can take several steps and maximize the efficiency of their company's email system. These tips extend from pattern of personal email use to guidelines for a company-wide email policies. So they have given us certain guidelines, some basic guidelines. Okay, you should have a proper grammar, correct spelling, tone, courtesy while you are putting or writing an email. You should avoid those emoticons, that smiley and all that, like what we do on WhatsApp. Then maintain separate accounts for official work and for personal work. Okay. Avoid spamming. You should avoid sending any spam mails to somebody. Okay. Limit the size of attachment. The more you limit it, it will be better. Okay. Then have a standard signature for your official emails. Respond promptly. Have a habit of checking your emails at least twice a day. Set up and efficiently daily email practices. Okay, delete old messages which will clutter, your entire mailbox. Review the incoming emails at least 2 to 3 times in a day. That's what I said. Always have a good best email practice. Invest in supplementary tools, okay, that can block email spam, etc., and use reply or reply all features whenever it is needed only. Okay, also the fields, two fields CC BCC should be filled appropriately. Okay, as I told you, the two fields should be filled in the last, so that you know that your entire content of your email is ready, and now you can send the email to this particular person. Okay, proper email correspondence. Now most of us use email back and forth every day. Like I use email constantly. Okay, whether it is for business, personal, etc., everything is done over the email. Okay, so it has various email correspondence in various colors, design, creative. People make it very creative. If you will see an email of a build, somebody putting you some project, builders project, etc., they will put their brochures and colorful email, etc. Okay, so now they have given you an example over here. You can read this example, it is not very important. Just read it and you can leave it over here. Okay, they have just given you an entire email example, how to write an email. Email etiquettes, yes, this is what you can do. Email etiquettes, mind your manners. Okay, like saying please, thank you, like how you say in the letter. Then address people you don't know as Mr. or Mrs. or Doctor, whatever. Watch your tone, polite tone. Be concise. Be professional. Use correct spellings and grammar. And wait to fill the to field. Again, same thing. Advantages and disadvantages of email. Advantages we all know. Managing email is very, very easy. Okay. Email is the fastest mode of correspondence. Email is inexpensive. You have internet connection, Wi-Fi, and an email. No paper, nothing here and there. Okay, email is easy to filter, transmission is secure and reliable. However, there are certain disadvantages. One is time consuming, security related problems are still there, impersonal communication. It is impersonal, it's not in person, no? Misunderstanding, vulnerability over the internet. Internet connectivity, if is not good, email sending, receiving is a problem. Okay, so all this was internet. Now, the second part of this chapter. So first was internet, now it is intranet. Nothing. Internet helps us, okay, access information, send information from one person to another, from one business to another business organization. Intranet is strictly related to in-house for corporates, for sending, receiving emails within their organization only. Intranet. It is within, internal. Intra means within, internal. It is like internet only, but in you can't send information outside the organization. Okay. External people who are not the part of your organization network cannot access that internet. Best examples, if you all have ever seen, uh, I don't know if you all have seen HDFC bank page, etc., or any bank page, they have sign in for employees. So once the employee will sign in with their number and their password, etc., they will only have the access of all the information which is there within the bank. We will be able to sign in only as a customer. Okay, so intranet is the most effective form of electronic even in an organization where I am a consultant, the legal organization. Over there also they have this intranet system. Okay, internal communication happens only over the intranet. People outside does not have any access to all those information, because we keep information about bank accounts, filing of ITRs, and important property related documents. So everything is there on our server, and internet is the only way where we communicate from one consultant to another. Okay, a company intranet helps to keep employees at least with various happenings within the company, and it can be used to communicate within the company. Intranet implies that only the company employees who are set up on that server can access those company pages. Okay, so it is different from internet, which is open for everyone. You can also access it, I can also access for internet. But intranet is not like that. It is only for the employees of that organization, and every big organization uses this. Okay, most company use their intranet in place of paper and emails, because it gives information to everyone within the company regardless of their location. So one branch is in Bangalore, one in Delhi, one in Mumbai, one in Kolkata. Employee will know everything about the happenings of the organization as a whole. Okay, so it is very effective in keeping the communication open to all the employees all at the same time. So the benefits of intranet is thus that the work productivity is increased, time consumed will be less, and it gives you timely information also. Communication prompt. Okay, web publishing is there. Business operations and management become effective. It is very, very cost effective. For bigger organizations, it's like nothing. Okay, to have an intranet in place. Enhances collaborations and promotes common corporate culture. Immediate updates. Certain organization has a habit of sending news, daily news, to all the employees over the internet. It automatically goes to all the employees. Supports distributed computing architecture. Okay, so these are the benefits. They have given a little bit more in detail, each one. Okay, workforce productivity till supports a distributed computing architecture. Purpose for internet we all know. So now just read this again. The same thing they have they have maintained. Difference between internet and intranet is very, very important. Okay, then we have extranet. And extranet is nothing but it is a private network that again uses internet technology and public telecommunication system to securely sharp the business of information operations with the suppliers, vendors, partners, customers, and other businesses. So basically, this is a privately designed system. Again, it uses internet, and it is specifically for that organization, and it is used when they want to communicate even internally and externally with their clients, also with their other type of vendors, other type of partners, stakeholders, etc., or any other businesses. Okay, so companies can use extranet to exchange large volume of data using electronic data interchange, share product catalogs, team up with the companies for their joint development effort, joint develop and use training programs, provide or access service provided by one company to the group of other companies, share news of common interest with the partner companies, and then they have given you the distinguish between intranet and internet. Okay, so this is it with your lesson number 7. Okay, all the important topics of business communication I have covered in these 3 chapters. Majority of marks from your 50 marks is going to be asked from your 3 chapters. Okay, so you all have to revise this well, study them well. Again, I'm going to share a list of MCQs which I have prepared. I'll just show you all the MCQs. Here they are. Okay, so again, same, I have provided a list of MCQs for this particular lesson also. So you will be able to practice all of them, 50 MCQs as usual. Okay, so practice it and revise well. And as I said, we are going to again meet tomorrow and complete our common business terminologies. All right. Thank you, everyone. See you all. Bye bye.